Please stop grabbing my ass in front of the camera. What are you, put the knife, what are you, knife what? What
I want to coach.
are you doing?
Making a snack.
Why are you doing this now?
I was busy getting you ready beforehand.
Oh my goodness. Are we actually gonna start? Do you need anything else from the kitchen before we start?
Right.
For real this time?
For real.
Okay. Oh my god.
Stop fishing and do your activity.
Hello, Guardians and people of the city. I've got a fun treat today. So the previous videos we've done have been substitutes for aliens that we should not eat for various health reasons. But today we're going to be making some Cabal burgers with organo gel jam. The Cabal are definitely the tastiest of all of the enemies that the city faces. So for ingredients, you want some ground Cabal. In peace times, ground pork works just as well. This stuff is sustainably sourced, straight from the Legionnaires out of the vat. It's a great way to protect the environment, and you just get pretty much an unending supply. I'm trying not to think about the Cabal. You've seen Cabal without their armor. Imagine one of those coming out of just a vat. It's just they come out fully formed, fully grown.
I know.
Here's a real cool thing: the genetic manipulation they have, not just making fully formed in body, but they're born with knowledge. Like they're born with essentially a functioning brain with experience and information and stuff like that.
It's a little freaky.
A little bit freaky. So these burgers, it's there's knowledge in this meat. Well, not this meat specifically. The knowledge is in their brain.
It's instead of
We assume.
instead of fish, Cabal is the new brain food.
Brain food. All right. Anyway, we're gonna get back on track. Ground Cabal. That's the meat of it. For the gel, we're gonna get red onion. Gonna get a little balsamic vinaigrette. That's how you say that, right?
Balsamic vinegar.
Balsamic vinegar. It's not a vinaigrette yet. It's just vinegar. And some jam. I like this fig jam. It's tasty. Also gonna make a side of fries, so a few lovely potatoes. We also want some carrots. Well, she wants some carrots, so I will make them for her.
Thank you.
And then you want some buns and cheese for the burgers as well. All right.
Bunjo?
What?
Bunjo.
I shouldn't have put that vinegar in that little glass because that actually looks surprisingly appetizing.
We'll give you a shot around when you
Don't
finish your
drink.
video.
No, we're not doing. Just don't. I know it will taste awful. I know that it's going to taste awful if I do a shot of balsamic, but
Do not. Just don't. Resist the urge.
okay. Baking sheets. Toss this in the oven before you start it, because that'll make the fries nice and crispy. Turn on the oven to 450 degrees Fahrenheit.
I feel like you should do that in Calvin.
This is an American-made stove. It doesn't go to Kelvin. At least that I'm aware of.
We go to Calvin in our hearts.
Okay. All right. Then, once we've got that going, because it'll take a while to heat up, you're going to want to wash and dry your produce. Start washing these potatoes. Potatoes come out of the dirt, and so you want to make sure you're washing the dirt off the potato. Or carrots. Carrots also come out of the ground, so you want to wash the dirt off of those. Yep. All right. Yeah, once you got the ground vegetables out of the dirt, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and chop these up. Gonna take these potatoes and cut them into slices, or wedges rather. Same thing with the carrots. Chip those up so that they can bake along with the potatoes. Nice slim cut carrots there. Now that the cutting is done, now we hide the knife. Cool. So those are going to sit over there until the oven is done heating up that pan. Let's start making that organo gel jam. Yeah, we're just going to skip to the part where we cut this. Yeah, so I'm going to take this red onion and slice it up real thin. Real thin slices. Yeah, just pop off the head. It's a lot easier to actually peel off some of the layers once you start cutting into it. Cut it in half. Cutting it in half makes it a lot easier to slice. You're only going to need half of the onion for the gel, but you are going to want to mince a few slices from the other half. You're too large. Go in there and clean up some of those wider end pieces. Probably could have cut it thinner, but oh well. It's more skin. Yeah, so take thinly slice half of it, and the other half cut off maybe a little bit less than half. That part's going to get minced for the burgers themselves. So the oven is still heating up right now. We've got our onions cut, so I might as well move on to the next step. Take a nice pan, medium-sized pan, medium heat. Drizzle of olive oil in that to start working on that jam. Doesn't need to be much, especially if you have a non-stick pan. While the pan's heating up, I'm going to dice up that other onion. Yeah. Oof. So not the finest dicing. Yeah, it's kind of hard to dice something very small with a very large knife.
Don't talk to me or my son every time.
You're gonna say that every time I pull this out, huh? Diced onion. Onion is diced. Once that is diced, you're gonna want to transfer that to a bowl. That bowl we're going to use a little bit later on when we mix the pork. There we go. Oops. Yep. Alright, diced onion. Once the pan is heated up, take the onion slices, go ahead and just put them in there. It's going to take 8 to 10 minutes or so to caramelize. You want to make the onions get a little bit brown and soft. You don't need to baby this. But just, make sure you check in every now and then to give it a little stir, make sure nothing's burning. Temperature gauge in the oven just went off, so it's time to do the fries. Doing the train at first means that anything that goes on it is going to get nice and crispy. So we shovel that on. Everything is on. Spread them out so they're covering the entire pan. And give them a nice drizzle of olive oil. Nice shaking of salt. And pretty much just season them as you want. I like to give them paprika. Yeah. Whoops, maybe too much. Some garlic. And onion powder. That was a lot. And definitely make sure to give this stuff a toss so that you're actually getting the olive oil and the seasoning mixed in with the stuff. Yeah, whoop. Don't forget to mix this stuff as well. Nice warm cooking effect from the tray. Once that's all good, go ahead and pop that in the, oh, I'm gonna drop that. Pop that in the oven and set the timer for 25 minutes. Onions are starting to look caramelized, so we're going to drop in the balsamic. And put in a scoop of that jam. The jelly. Mix this together. You want to get the jam all dispersed. Yeah. You can really see you're getting that that black Cabal oil look going on. Oh, it stings the eyes. We're gonna let that simmer for, I don't know, a few minutes. At most. Enough time for the water to cook off and for it to get nice and jammy. Organo jam does wonders on the eyes when you cook it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's looking nice and organo gel looking. All right. Go ahead and turn off the heat once that's looking nice and jammy. We can put our organo gel aside for the moment. It's time to make our pork patties. It's time to put on gloves because handling raw meat is gross.
I hate this.
Hey, food safety is important. Seasoning the meat. Take the ground meat. Release it from its package. Put it into the same bowl with the what are these called? The onions. Onions. We're gonna put them into the thing with the onions. We're gonna season it with a whole bunch of other stuff as well. I need scissors. 61. That's me. I'm scissors. Wait for it.
There is some paper attached to me.
Wait for it. Yeah, that was gross. Oh, I got it on the counter. Oh, I leaked all over the place. All right, we'll clean it up later. I didn't think this through. Would you mind helping by dumping in some garlic and paprika? Yeah, I don't really want to touch the seasonings with this pork hand. Pork hand.
Call you Jitty Pork Hands.
Let's not call me that.
That?
I don't know, you tell me, you're the one who knows about cooking and stuff like that. I just fight on the front lines to protect humanity from aliens. And then show people how to eat the enemies of humanity.
Okay.
Cool. Yep, paprika, garlic, and those diced onions. And we're just gonna...
Touch your meat.
I'm just gonna start censoring you out. That's what I'm gonna do. Work the bits in. Yeah. Think about the attack on the city, and feel good about yourself. That's right. Blobs of meat. If you really think about it, all Cabal are just blobs of meat riding around in pressurized armor suits. Like that, the organo gel is one of the components that pressurizes their suits, and when they are out of their suit, they kind of they experience some explosive decompression. So who knows? You might not even to grind the Cabal to get this. You tear open their armor and this falls out. Cool. Oh boy. Yep. So once you've got everything kneaded in nice and kneaded, I'm gonna go ahead and break this up into however many patties you're making. Nice and flat and round. Yeah. Here's a fun joke. How many Cabal does it take to paint the side of the city walls?
More than 5?
Depends on how hard you throw them. It's okay. It doesn't matter how badly I take off the first glove, as long as the second glove contains it. I remember biology class.
Incredible mozzarella hand.
Just call me mozzarella hand?
Just call you mozzarella hand.
Now that that fiasco is over, let's engage the grill again. Toasty, medium, high heat.
Are Cabal high in fat?
I think that they are like 3% body fat based on the... Actually, no. It's a good question. They are pretty large. They're kind of... They're chunky. But they're also genetic war machines. So it's possible that they, you know, have as little fat as possible. I don't ask those kinds of questions. I just shoot.
Shoot.
Yes.
Shoot first, ask questions later.
Ask questions. Vex time shenanigans. That's what we're going with.
Happens to the best of us.
Happens when you least expect it. So, got our lovely patties ready to go. And I've switched to a larger pan because these are large patties. Medium high heat. Got some olive oil in there right now. Just gonna put these patties in the pan. Release the spatula. There we go. And there we go. And that's gonna be about, what, 4 minutes each side? Give or take? 4 minutes. Look at those buddies sizzling. Scooch them around every now and then to make sure that they're not just getting stuck and burning. So now we're going to, favorite part, flip those burgers, turn the patty over. That's right. You thought this was a Destiny cooking video. It's actually a Parappa the Rappa cooking video.
No. Return it to the hell from whence it came.
For those of you who are not aware, Parappa the Rappa was Sony's response to the Paper Mario games.
It was a bad response.
I like it when we have things that are advertised as being space age, because the space age was the 70s, and that was a pretty long time ago.
We put it on the Challenger.
It's getting pretty close to being cooked through, so time to add some cheese. I'm using some pepper jack. You can use pretty much whatever cheese you want. I don't think there's a wrong kind of cheese to use here. Whoops. Kind of clumpy. That's okay. And it's okay if some of the cheese falls off. It's just gonna, whoop, that was too much. It's okay if some of the cheese falls off. It's just gonna get nice and crispy in the pan, and you can scrape that up and it'll be delicious. Getting close to burger time. Yeah, that'll teach those Cabal. Attack on the city. So many dead. There are just craters where city used to be. But now we can get our revenge.
For culinary delights.
Culinary delights. This one looks like it's done. Well, this one needs a little more love. Gonna go ahead and bring out the buns. You can heat the grill and toast the buns in the, I can see that look you're giving me. You toast the buns in the same pan that you just cooked the burgers. They get real nice and flavorful. Any minute now. That seems firm. Nice and firm. All right. Yeah, there's plenty of oil in the pan right now. We can just drop the...
5-second roll.
We just sweep the floor after our rice incident.
You still have rice falling out of your hair?
I might still have rice in my hair.
Don't worry, it's not head lice, it's head rice.
Head rice. Delicious. Turn the heat down so you don't just light the buns on fire. It's not an incident until it happens. I think we're doing pretty well. Hasn't caught on fire yet. Take this stuff out now too. Put some veggies. Yeah. That is nice. Ooh, those are nice and toasted buns. Look at that. Gorgeous. Now that your buns are nice and toasted, I almost jettisoned them right out of the pan. All right. Buns. I have everything under control. Do not doubt me. Burger, Cabal burger on the buns. I'm gonna get that organo jam we've been holding on to. Nice and dark and viscous. Oh, let's share a little bit because it was all going on. Yeah. Here, I'll give you the one with less, since you are less accepting of this substance that powers pressure suits and spaceships and carries data. And
It just sounds like a culinary delight to me.
it's sort of like grain alcohol. Yeah, it decreases, it cleans, and then you can drink to forget about it. Whoops. Veggies and fries. These aren't related to aliens at all, they're just nice to have. Would you look at that? How? Those beautiful Cabal burgers with organo gel jam. This one's for you. Yeah, go ahead. It is nice and fresh. Give it a, oh, don't just get, you can't just go for the fries, you gotta eat the burger.
I want to eat a fry first.
Whole car.
Burger.
It's better than Vex milk.
Oh, ages better.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, pretty decent.
Pretty decent.
That's actually really good.
It's actually really good. Like, no joke.
The worms, no. Vex milk, never ever again. This? Next time.
Eat more Cabal. Alright, we're done. It's not like potatoes are expensive. We'll go to the farm. No one ever goes to the farm. There's plenty of food there. Look, we'll save eating Guardians for another video.
Okay.
You hear that slap? That's the sound of 800 pounds of Cabal reduced to a patty with some bits of onion in it.